I swear, these chickens know when I bring this camera out, they get right by my feet, think I'm gonna drop some food or something. All right, this is gonna be about why cops are shooting dogs. Hey, go on. Shh, be quiet. Scoot. Shooting dogs. It seems if you look at the news, every time you turn around, a cop. Hey, you better. That's it. That's it. I've had it. I'm gonna beat them. I just chase them off for a restaurant and they come back. So, you turn on the news today and you see everybody shooting dogs. Now here's my philosophy on shooting dogs, and here's what cops are using on why they're shooting dogs. Dogs are kind of like not humans. You get to shoot your gun. It's a shooting. You get to go back and tell cool cop stories, and there's really no accountability. I mean, if you're wrong, it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm seeing stories where cops are shooting little chihuahuas and little Lhasa Apsos and poodles, and I'm like, really? And I've been on several calls where cops want to kill dogs. Now, there was one incident where I had to kill these 2 dogs, and I'm going to cover it in one of my crazy cop stories. But I didn't like it, I didn't want to do it, but it needed to be done. And there are some situations to where you may need to shoot a dog as a cop. But this attitude of just shooting any dog that barks at you or makes any move to you, all these cops that are doing this are freaking punks in my book. Okay, there's no reason to be shooting cops. I remember one incident I went to, we were doing a raid on several homes, so we were going from house to house, and on our 3rd house, we pull up, and there's probably 10, 15 cops there, and there's a little dog tied up by the front door, because the guy didn't want somebody coming in his front door, so he got this poor little dog sitting there, and the dog is sitting in a corner, kind of with his tail, but he's barking, but his tail's between his legs. Now, I used to train dogs in the military, and I train dogs for cops, so I can read a dog pretty well, and I'm pretty comfortable around dogs. But when a dog's got his tail between his legs and he's barking, he's probably not aggressive, but there's a thing called a fear biter, and they will bite sometime. So, 3 cops in front of me, I'm like number 4 in the lineup in the Congo line, and the 3 cops in front of me goes, man, I'm going to go ahead and shoot this dog, he's right at the front door. I go, don't shoot the fucking dog. I go, the dog ain't fucking doing that. He go, we can't get in the door, I got to shoot him. I go, don't shoot the freaking dog. So I broke the line, went between the dog and the dumbasses with the guns, and said, I'll take care of the dog. So the dog's cowering in the corner, and he's kind of scared. So I pick up a lawn chair, and I put the lawn chair, like a lion tamer, but I pick up the lawn chair, and I just kind of hold it between me and the dog, and I get the dog in the corner, I move some furniture, and I kind of corner him off, and next thing I know, within 5 minutes, he's wagging his tail, and he's saying, hey, pet me. I'm kind of like tied up at this door. I was just scared, because 15 guys in black uniforms with guns jumped out of the car and starts coming at me. No shit, he's gonna bark. So it really irritates me when I see these cops killing people, and I wish the community would speak out more and stop this, because if they put enough pressure on the cops to stop shooting dogs, I mean, if a dog bites you, okay, King's X, you can shoot him. But I mean, if an ankle biter, a little poodle bites my pants, and I can kind of like shake him off, there's still no reason to shoot him, even if he bit me. I mean, come on. It has to be a credible threat for you to be shooting somebody. I mean, they're shooting pets, they're breaking in back porches, coming in the back way, and the dog's in his backyard minding his own business, and when they see him, they shoot him. And this started about, I'm going to say 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. SWAT, when they started making entries on a lot of dope busts, they started keeping dogs at different parts of the house. They'd fence their house off. So that was a big problem for the cops to get to the door before they could destroy evidence. So they were like, look, we got to take the dogs out. So it was kind of written in the op order. We knew that we were going to do it. And when you pull up, you got to bang, bang, take the dogs out so you can continue to rush in. Well, besides, worrying about missing the dog or ricochets and shooting when you don't need to, I mean, in a scenario where you got to get in the house, you got a bunch of bad guys and the dogs, I mean, it's unfortunate the dogs are casualties of a war, casualty of police work. But this senseless shooting of every dog that barks, looks, or wags his tail at a cop, and because there's no accountability, there's no fallout, there's no negative side to it, I mean, I just don't get it, and it just pisses me off when I see cops that want to do that. I look at them like, you freaking punk, you're the guy that probably punches the guy after he's handcuffed because you're too much of a pussy to hit him when he's not handcuffed. I just don't like it. I wish people would stand out. Cops do not need to be shooting dogs all the damn time. Okay, if there's another entry, we were going this front door, dogs at the front door, we could have run around to the side door. We could have went to the back door. Oh no, Rick, that's breaking tactics. We briefed the plan and we can't deviate because it's an officer safety issue. Cops love using officer safety. And when you hear a cop say officer safety, you know they want to do something that they want to do. Or they're trying not to do something they don't want to do. Because that is the catchphrase for all cops, officer safety. If you put that in any sentence, you can do pretty much whatever you want. I had to punch the girl in the mouth for officer safety. Oh, if it's officer safety then, okay, we understand that. You don't need to be killing dogs. Any of you cops come over here who's killed a bunch of dogs saying, they're just dogs and you don't know what you're talking about. You could shut the hell up and get out of here. I'm telling you, you don't need to be shooting dogs. Dogs that are a threat, that are biting you, that's one thing. But just to shoot them because they're in their home and they're doing their job and they're being a dog, you're a punk. So that's my spiel on shooting dogs. Getting tired of reading that in the paper every day. Poor dogs getting killed. Isn't that there?